here.
It is January 20th of our 2019. We are almost all the way through January.
That's a scary thought.
Time is flying by.
Yes, I agree with that wholeheartedly. 100%.
So
I was just fixing my cards.
Fix your cards.
Very excited. I don't know if you can see our emotions that we're having, but it's a moontastic day.
Yes, very moontastic.
Lunar eclipse is tonight.
Happy birthday, Brack.
Yes, happy birthday, Brack boy. I was taking a picture or a screenshot really, of the lunar eclipse, and when we'll actually all be able to see it here in Wilmington. If you're in Wilmington, you'll start being able to see it at 10:33. 11:41 is when it becomes full. It's a total eclipse, and that's when it starts to turn red, and then it's going to be most intense at 12:12 a.m. So it's kind of the cosmic. I have to Google what the cosmic numerology for 12:12 is, but 12:12 is when it hits its peak.
6.
Okay, I have to look up 6 because I've been seeing signs of 6 since yesterday. So again, if you want to see the eclipse, which they are gorgeous, and I've never seen a full lunar eclipse, which is going to be really special because it does turn all red. 12:12 tonight, and you'll be able to start seeing the all red.
And we'll be able to see it here in Wilmington?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, clouds are going to cooperate. It's going to be really clear tonight, and it's going to be
And what direction
amazing.
is the moon? North, south, east, west of the sky? Do we know?
Oh, I don't. I can look on my moon app. I have a moon app. I didn't look at what the direction it was. I just know she rises to the east and comes over.
I know that, but sometimes it's in a different...
True, because she rises on all different occasions. A lot of times, though, with this, because she's rising at 5:06 p.m., it's going to be straight up. So if you look up, you'll be able to kind of see what direction. You see her at her peak. She'll be right at the midnight hour.
And what is this vibration?
It's a Leo moon.
Okay.
It's all about if you find yourself being too, I hate to say this word, but egotistical, or if you find yourself to where you are not doing things maybe in the highest and best good, or you're being a little, maybe ego's getting in your way type of thing, you want to bring your humility back. You want to kind of refocus. And then again, if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're putting everybody else or everything else in front of what you need, then maybe you need to take some little more time on yourself. It's also a very creative energy. It's a fire sign. It's about action and being creative. So double checking that.
Yep.
So it's also, are you bringing joy? Are you being creative? Are you sparking that interest in that pep and that what brings you that spark, so to speak? So that's going to be another thing that we're going to see.
And it carries the gratuity underneath it, right?
Yes, it's about also there's gratuity, but it's all about forgiveness as well. You want to forgive with lunar eclipse. It's a lot about forgiveness, gratitude, and releasing, because lunar eclipse is really, it's about almost, I was reading some history on it, and back in the day it was associated with bad omens or bad juju or bad signs, whatever, but it's really not. It's about taking the time to really look inward and see what you need to work on, see what you need to really get out and get rid of, and then this way you can get to your highest and best self. You can kind of get away all those nasty emotions or feelings and have your highest and best self. So rutilated quartz would actually be a beautiful stone to use tonight. Black obsidian would be a beautiful stone to use tonight. Bloodstone. Anything about detoxing and really wanting to transform yourself to your highest self.
Right. So that's actually a good point here that we can actually move into is forgiveness.
Yes.
So know that we very rarely anymore have the show planned out about what we're going to talk about unless there's something specific that comes up. But I think that with this moon that's here, and it's giving us and affording us the opportunity to really let go and release, because that's what's happening. You have to do the work. It doesn't just magically happen. You have to recognize what's going on in your life, and you have to let go of things and say you're done with them. But the big part of this is the forgiveness behind it. And I'm looking for a lighter. I'm not ignoring you guys. With forgiveness is a beautiful thing if it's done correctly.
Right. You want to do it from a place of love, a place from your heart chakra, and from a place of gratitude, to be honest.
Right. Forgiveness doesn't make the situation correct.
No.
Okay. What it does is it's saying
it's no longer going to have power over you.
Right. So we're not going to be mad about it anymore. It doesn't matter. It happened, whether it happened yesterday, 5 minutes ago, or 20 years ago.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It happened.
Yes.
When I say, I mean, you don't even have to go up to the person and say, I forgive you for what you've done.
Mm-hmm.
You can say, I forgive so-and-so. I forgive Monica for stealing my toy when we were 5 years old and throwing it in the river. And I forgive myself for hanging on to all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that we become best friends again. That doesn't mean that I need to reach out to her. It just means that I'm not carrying this anger anymore.
Right. And
when we do that, and we do that in the right way, and I'm going to give you guys some tips and what I actually prescribe. When you do it the right way, you, no longer blame it. I can't blame Monica anymore. Okay. Because there's nothing to blame.
Right.
But it also gives us and affords us the opportunity that we can look at ourselves. What are you really angry about? 99% of the time when somebody's angry about something, it's not really what they're blaming it on.
It's something internal.
Hey, Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
It's something else. It's something that's, festering inside of us. Is it the lack of confidence? Is it the whatever,
your
self-worth or your values and what have you, your borders, your boundaries, your whatever you want to call them. Are we stepping too far over them? Are we allowing ourselves to step over them? Are these things that's coming up, inside of us, bubbling up inside of us, insecurities? What are they? It's not about Monica anymore. That happened 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and I'm just using that as an example. She never stole anything from me and threw it in the river, and I'm not mad at her at all for any reason. But, it's that thing that we're holding inside of ourselves that's causing the issues. So when we sit down, and I would prescribe this to everybody out there, your brand new journal that you're opening up for 2019 that we talked about last time, go to about, 3/4 of the way through and write, I forgive at the very top of it. And then write down the people that irritate you or situations that irritate you the most that are still bothering you and why. So it's going to look like, I forgive, and then it's going to say, Monica for stealing my toy and throwing it in the river when we were 5 years old. And you're going to keep going down. You're going to keep listing. Now, if there were many things that I'm angry at Monica about, then I would continue listing all of the things. You're the person that's in front of me. So
you're fine.
So we keep listing these things. Okay. We keep going pages upon pages if we need to. And at the very end, you're going to put, and I forgive myself. Then you're going to go back to the top of the list and you're going to read out loud. I forgive Monica for. I forgive Monica for. I forgive Monica for. I forgive Michelle for. I forgive Johnny for. I forgive so-and-so for, and whoever, whatever. And then at the very end, you're going to say, and I forgive myself for hanging on to all of these things that no longer matter anymore. And you're going to go through them, and yes, you're going to cry at the ones that really touch the most.
Right.
Okay.
They're going to tickle.
They're going to tickle. And if you have a hard time saying it the first time, say it a couple more times until it comes out clear. Especially if you get choked up within the first couple times saying it. You want
yes,
to.
I have experience with that. That's when you've hit a string.
Yes. And, as a healer, and I'm going to say this, it's going to sound really, 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 really mean. But as a healer, I love to make people cry. And it's not me doing it. It's just me touching something, me tickling something.
It's a beautiful thing to see that you can touch someone into that depth of their soul.
Right. And then when we get to the root of it, of course that's painful. And then ripping it out isn't any less painful, but once it's gone, it's gone.
Right. It is.
You know, and
it's pretty fast and pretty cool how it works.
And so I know that when somebody is tearing up or crying or telling their story in front of me, that, okay, now we're able to get to a point where we can pull that out, or we can fix that, or we can change that vibration for you.
Right.
So when we're in this forgiveness state, especially now, since we've got this vibration out there, it's going to be easy for us to release and let go, but we have to acknowledge it. We have to acknowledge what we're hanging on to. And really, in all honesty, like I said, whether it happened 5 minutes ago, whether it happened 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, it doesn't matter. It's not even worth hanging on to. So what if this happened? So what if, you know, the post office lost your mail? So what? It's over. It's done. Let's move forward from that point, because all we're doing is staying stationary in that moment and in that
Right.
period of time.
You become stagnant. And if you think about it, when things don't flow, when energy doesn't flow, when anything becomes stagnant, it's like almost like dead energy. It can create negative energy, and then it builds. And I mean, think about like dust bunnies and cobwebs and all those different things, or like murky water where you're, you know, I mean, and you get algae and things like that. And sometimes it's not the best of, you know, situations, you know, I mean,
Right.
Those are the types, I mean, if you want to put it into a relatable sense, that's the same thing with energy, and even with our emotions and who we are and how we deal with things and let things go or don't let things go. You don't want to harbor onto that. You don't want to hold on to a negative energy and have it, quote unquote, festering you.
Right. And then just also remember, you know, in our belief system, in metaphysical world, spiritual world, and actually it's actuality, but we're just going to call it that for now. You know, resentment, anger, and pain develops physically in our bodies as cancer.
Yep.
So everybody out there knows somebody who has cancer, whether it's them themselves or if it's a relative or a friend. Think about what was going on in their life. If you know, what are they holding on to? And why are they making themselves sick? Yes, any illness that we have, including cancer, is from our own. We're creating it on our own. We may not be conscious of it, and that's going to touch a lot of people out there and go, I never asked for cancer. No, you didn't ask for cancer. But what are you hanging on to that's causing it? You know, that is truly what's happening. So why even tempt fate? Why even, hold on to that stuff? It's making you ill. Let it go. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter who cheated on who. It doesn't matter who stole what.
That's true.
It does not matter. It happened already. It's gone. It's over. It's done. So, Enlighten and Empower is all about how can we empower you? Well, one of the ways to empower yourself is to let it go. I'm going to sing. No, I'm not going to sing.
No.
What did Elsa say? Elsa said, let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Well, there's, divine, cosmic, what's the word I'm looking for? Advice from Elsa is let it go. There we go.
There you go.
I was trying to Google the number 6 in numerology, because I won't lie, numerology is not one of my strong points.
No, not mine either.
And I don't like this one. It's very wordy. But 6 is a big thing. So if you would like to Google what 6 is, I feel like her energy is really running strong. Look around and see if anything's been giving you a 6 sign. I saw 6 ravens yesterday.
Okay.
I walked out of my house this morning. 6 cardinals were right there in my witch's tree.
Okay.
Outside. And then when we were doing the 12/12 for the lunar eclipse, 6. So look at the 6s in your life, and if there's any 6s that are popping up for you. It is a beautiful, it's also the amount of letters in my name.
There we go. There we go.
So 6 is really pinging today for some reason. See if you can find something else that's different.
You can talk to them for a moment.
Very exciting. Yes, I can talk to them for a moment. But also, I just wanted to talk to you guys about signs. Signs are everywhere. And sometimes they do come through in our physical body. Sometimes they just pop in like 6 ravens outside of a window, or 6 cardinals when you are going outside of a door. A white feather in your path when you're walking. These are all different signs that if you just, and I hate to say Google it, but if you look at it, even just looking at it, what does a feather symbolize to you? What do birds symbolize to you? Excuse me. With me, we've talked about it and discussed it, and birds have a different advantage point than humans do, because they can see in more of a 3-dimensional than we can, because they can see from above. So whereas we can't see what's going on next door, they can. So they have a different perspective. So maybe it's because we need to take things into a different perspective, or look at a different route. What does, when you see these birds, or when you see these things, or maybe it's a dog or a cat that keeps on popping up on your porch, what does this invoke in you? What feelings does it create in you? Those sorts of things. For me, sometimes there's physical signs, and I made a post about this yesterday with my curry. Come to find out, I am massively anemic. But meanwhile, I've been craving kale for weeks.
Listen to your body.
And hello, it's because it wanted iron. My body wanted iron so bad. So now what does Monica have every day? Kale and oranges, because iron is best absorbed with vitamin C. Well, also, I crave curry like a mad woman, and we talk about it all the time. Yes. Every time we talk, I say, I crave curry. When are we going out for curry? Or when are we cooking curry? But it's the turmeric, because my joints, especially in my knee from falls, and with the fluid being on my knees and things like that, come to find out, it's the best for my joints. Mm-hmm. Also, the magnesium, me craving avocados the way I do. My body was low on magnesium, which actually directly correlates to having more fluid on your body and fluid on your joints. So if you look at different things, it's amazing how Mother Nature, the universe, they will send you signs when you least expect it, and in ways that you didn't even think were possible until you really start connecting the dots. If you think about it, that's literally what it is. You're connecting the dots between this and that circumstance and this result, and it's like, well, now it all makes sense.
Right. It's so important, and if you were to ever take one of my classes, or those of you who have taken my intuitive development class, the first thing that I tell you is pay attention to your body. Mm-hmm. What is your body saying? And it doesn't talk in words. It talks in cravings. It talks in pain. It talks in stiffness. It talks in, the best example is when I had one of my first students hold a crystal. All she could do was clear her throat. Right? She was like, there's in my throat. And I said, okay, what else are you feeling? She goes, I don't know. I just keep clearing my, can't clear my throat. And I said, open up your hand. And it was a throat chakra crystal. Sorry, there was a pause there for a moment. It was a throat chakra crystal. And so once she let go of the crystal, then she no longer needed to clear her throat. But the point of it is that, when you're asking, what is it that I need to know? Or what is this crystal good for? It's telling you. You just need to pay attention and listen. And work with that. Why is this thing bothering you? Why are you, what are you in need of? Why are you craving this? And it is cravings too. Our body will tell us, a lot of times if you're craving steak, go have a steak. Your body needs the iron, right. Or if you're craving sugar, maybe you are low on sugar, or maybe you're, what is the opposite?
Salt?
No. I think it's sour, sweet,
might be
sour. Your body may be needing something that has vitamin C in it. So drink a glass of orange juice, acidy.
I wouldn't say that if you're craving something sweet or fatty, it's not telling you to go have this big old huge piece of chocolate cake or
that is true.
Ice cream or something like that. You want to look at what are some things you can substitute for that are the wholesome and the real food that your body could possibly need, and those nutrients that it's missing.
Right.
Because honestly, the universe wants you to operate at your best and highest self. That's what it's there. It's like, okay, we're all here to live this life and to the best of our abilities, and the best way we can do that is to be healthy.
Right.
So how can we do that to fix that?
The positive traits of 6 are domestic responsibility, caring or care, teaching, conversational, provider, protector, healer. This is for people who are 6, but it still has all the same vibration. Mm-hmm. Idealistic, selfless, honest, charitable, faithful, nurture, truth, order, economy, emotional depth, curiosity, deep love of home and family, humanitarian, unselfishness, balance, good, provider, peace, self-sacrifice, empathy, sympathy, unconditional love, circulation.
Yep. Circulation. Hello.
Circulation.
Hello.
Agriculture, balance, grace, simplicity, the ability to compromise, tolerance, reliable, seeker, unselfish, cheerful, loving, energetic, free of compulsive attachments to money and success. Nice. So it's about releasing and letting go, taking care of yourself. I mean, if we pull this through, look at it as yourself. Be responsible, be caring, teach people what you know, don't hold it in. Be idealistic. Don't be selfish. Be honest. I could go back through all through them, and we'll post this for you. It does have negative traits, the vibration, but it's far less than the positive. Disconnected, unaware, hypocritical, moral, superiority, weak, unpractical. But
honestly, those aren't really negative. Those are just things that maybe people need to work on.
Right. So look at it in those ways, and we're going to post this up here. I'm going to save this, and we'll post it afterwards. I'll attach it to the feed here so that you can see it. Mm-hmm. Let's see what's going on. Hey, Amy, I see you out there.
Lots of people.
Yeah, we got lots of people coming on. And if you're on replay, it's still just as good. What else do we got?
Other than maybe just, I'm kind of just feeling lunar vibes at the moment. You know what I mean?
Right.
Lunar energy. I'm actually really stoked to have my own release ritual and lunar ritual, and then I'm really excited to capture pictures of her.
Absolutely.
I'm so looking forward to it.
I wasn't going to do this because I said actually before we came on that I wasn't going to even mention anything about the goddess of the month, but I'm actually now thinking about it. So we had talked last time that the calendar that we have set in place where the beginning of the year is in January. That's actually, it's not correct. If you go back even centuries further, it's changed several times. But the lunar calendar for like the Chinese calendars, it starts in February. And as I'm thinking about this is very, I guess, ironic. Maybe the word is that I'm going to put through.
Did you tap in? Is it coming through?
I guess it is. I guess it is ironic. Vesta is our goddess of next month. And I didn't really want to talk too much about her, but it's happy home. And what a way to start off the new year.
True.
She comes with a selenite stick, which is going to absorb negative. Remember, it's salt based, so it's going to absorb negative. It's going to, you're going to put it in a place in your home. You can hold it, but it is salt based. Just remember that. Any crystal that ends in ite, selenite, calcite, all of those are salt. They're just different gradients of salt. But the free gift that's coming with her is actually a smudging kit, and I have enough of them that they can all go out, whether you're a subscriber or not, with a little smudge kit, and it comes with a little abalone shell. It's really, really cute, but it's cleaning the house, yes. Changing the vibration of the house. We have this beautiful energy 2019 coming in as a 3, and we may be in January, which we consider the beginning of our year. Let's start the vibration in February, because that's actually when everything kind of settles in to what it looks like as our new year. And like I said, if we're going by Chinese lunar calendar, they started in February, the end of February. Right. So Vesta coming in with a happy home, cleansing everything out,
Yes.
And we'll talk more about her on our next show. We'll explain what's all in her kit. But she also comes with sandalwood vanilla incense,
which is always a favorite.
Yes. So sandalwood's all about cleansing and cleaning too. So there's a lot in this kit that's going in. Know that we only make a limited amount. We only make that anywhere from 5 to 6 on the back end for anybody who wants to purchase them a la carte. Everything else goes back out to our subscribers. So we run through things quickly. Not to say that we cannot create another one for you if you want to order her. It just may be on back order and we have to get everything together. So just know that that's out there. And then of course, whatever leftovers we have, we always bring to fairs. And if you're in the Wilmington area, you want to mark down June 6th for the Wilmington Psychic Holistic Fair, which we'll both be at.
Yes.
With all of the possible things that we have in creation.
And so many more.
And so many more.
Because that's that's like 6 months away. There's a lot of things on my mind.
And I still have incense. I have a lot of incense. A lot.
And if you are local and you want some of our products and can't get in touch with us, we are featured at Maiden Minx on Kerr Avenue, which is a cute little store. You can go in there and speak to Mama.
Absolutely, the Momager.
And Horace. Yes, Miss Momager.
And Pillow.
And they just opened their coffee shop.
Yeah.
So they have a little coffee shop, and the tables are so cute. They have crystals in the table. I walked in, I was like, oh my God, get in the candy store here.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, you can go and check out our products there if you can't get in touch with one of us,
or just go on to our Divine Empowerment website through Cratejoy, and 99% of our stuff is up there. There's just, like she has salt scrubs and sugar scrubs that are not up there, but that doesn't mean that you can't order them. There's Etsy pages that do. Do you have this stuff on the?
All my stuff is on Etsy. Maiden Minx Mystical,
and that's all in the link there too, guys. Yep. Oh, we got a little bit brighter.
Yes,
the sun is poking through.
He's showing his face for the last little bit of the day. Which, thankfully, it's getting longer, sunnier longer.
Yes,
so
I'm tired.
That's a good feeling.
The sleepiness so early, but then again, I'm tired. I'm working all week anyway, so
yeah, I can understand that.
We're kind of doing a little quick show here because we got a couple things that we need to take care of. I need to get the goddess kits prepared for next month's shipping, so putting those together. And I have to travel to get home and prepare for rituals. So that's a little bright. Let me change that. Sorry, guys.
Bright light, big city, right?
Exactly. So do you want to pull cards for the week? And I'm going to change these settings because, once again, we're way too bright here.
Bright, ha-cha-cha.
Let's see what I can do here.
She's going to work some magic while you guys are literally watching.
See? Wow, how's that? How nice is that?
Very nice.
Nice color pop in. Bring in some.
No.
Bring down the brightness. There we go. Oh, that's so pretty. There. Magic. The magic of television.
The magic has happened.
Well, that was nice with that bright halo.
Oh, yeah, that thing was bright. Shebang.
We have to adjust things because, we're in natural lighting here, so.
Yeah. And honestly, that was the one that flipped over. So, hello. I guess it needed to be seen.
There we go. Well, that's nice. Yeah, we need that too.
There we go.
All right. So these are the two cards, and we're using different cards from
Crystal
time
cards
to time. Crystal cards. So this was the very first one. And that is the Blue Lace Agate. Very beautiful card. It is the throat chakra, and it's about communication. Now, this is not just communication with other people. This is communicating with your guides, with yourself, with your higher self, God, source, universe, creator, whatever word you choose. To me, it's all the same. This is, and it is about communicating and how clear you can communicate with other people. Really tell people what you want, whether it's your partner, whether it's, a coworker. Don't assume that people know what you're thinking. It happens from time to time that we do know, we go, oh, I know what she's thinking. But, if there's something that you are in need of, something that you want, make sure that you're clear with your communication. You know, I need you to do such and such. I need it done this way. You know, whether you if you have an assistant, make sure that they're fully understanding what you mean, because when you're around people a lot, sometimes, you know, I know what she's thinking. I know what she wants. I already prepare it before it even comes out of her mouth. But a lot of times, you know, the soft talk is not what people need. They need more of a directive. Okay, so just keep that in mind. The next one is Moonstone. This is all about the crown chakra. This is about connecting to God, Source, Universe, Creator, whichever word you choose. And we have the lunar stuff going on. So Moonstone. Moonstone's actually a great stone for women. Okay, it basically balances out our cycles, since we're in cycles, and it is a very feminine stone. And we've got another which ties the two together, the throat and the crown, which is Angelite. Okay, which is also a good connective stone for connecting with angels and higher self. It is of that higher frequency vibration.
It is, honestly, all these, and then this one I pulled. I asked the cards what people need to remember tonight. And this is the card it gave me.
Okay.
Honestly,
and I'm talking about your cards, which I'm sorry.
You're fine. Honestly, with the Moonstone, Angelite, and Blue Lace Agate, a lot of them are about communicating, but I have a feeling it's, honestly, everybody needs to write a letter to yourself. Forgive yourself for whatever may have been going on, whatever issues you might have had, whatever bad feelings you have. Literally, write a letter to yourself and do it from your highest and best self. Love yourself, and then let yourself know how much you love yourself, what you're grateful that you can do, that how great you feel doing these things, and how empowered you want to feel when you do this. It's going to bridge the lunar eclipse tonight. Is going to be a big bridge, big. It's going to, and I'm getting a vision in my head. For me, it's literally telling me that everybody needs to write a letter to forgive themselves and to love themselves and to fully embrace all of that, because a lot of times we don't do that. Look in a mirror, look at the moon, talk to her. Tonight is going to be a big night, and I feel like I'm tapping into
and you know what,
energy with her.
And here's another thing, and we've mentioned this several years ago. We haven't mentioned it for a while, but go get a nice mason jar, clean it out, sterilize
full
it.
Moon water. Oh my gosh!
Put water in it, sterilized water, seal her up, and go put her in the moon. Put that in the moonlight and let it sit there. And you can drink this water. This is lunar infused or moon infused water.
If you have a rose quartz, put it in there.
If
you have amethyst, put it in there. But I would definitely rose quartz, since I got that pulled.
You can't do Angelite because it's an ite.
Nope.
Can't do. You can do Moonstone if you want to.
I would draw a heart on it.
Draw a heart on it. Right.
And
love.
Put. I love myself unconditionally.
There you go.
I would put that on your jar. Put it out in the moon. Let it soak up that energy, and just take a swig on it. Make more full moon water with it. Whatever your heart's desire, but that is so good.
Hannah says,
oh
snap, thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, she reminded me too. I was like, oh my God, that's right, because now this is going to be really potent stuff.
Yeah,
I'm going to be, yesterday I needed a drink after that phone call, and I said no, with me being anemic and whatnot, probably not wise to drink, but you best believe I'm going to be having me a shot of full moon water tonight.
Right, and if any of you have ever watched What the Bleep? Okay, and in the movie What the Bleep, she takes granted it's an eyeliner, but she takes a pencil and she writes all over herself love and I love you and symbols and everything. And what that is referring to is that no matter what vessel you're using the water for, write all over the outside. If you have an etcher and want to really do this up, get a glass water bottle and etch all the symbols and whatever you want.
That's where this tattoo came from. And I don't know how well, I'm going to have to show you. I don't know. It's going to be like inverted. But can they see it yet? No?
Yeah. Yes. Pull it back a little bit. There you go.
Okay. So you see it's a triquetra and a heart. The whole reason why I got this tattoo was because of that movie, to bring myself more self-love and actually heal the mind, body, spirit connection of myself.
Is this full or new?
That's full. So that's for tonight.
Yep. We're gonna put some full moon oil. Now, if you want these oils too, you need to contact Monica. She'll be able to work up some stuff for you and some numbers and you know, if you want a kit, she does kits, ritual kits for the full moon and for the new moon.
Yes. I was actually going to work on a lunar.
Put some of that on the tattoo.
Very nice. You know, I put jasmine oil on my little things, on my little tassels.
Flowers.
Because, yeah.
So yes, do that. You know, clear quartz, you can boop. You can boop up the energy. Boost was the word I was trying to say there. Yeah. Boost up the energy, put some clear quartz in it, write all over the bottle. I used to take water bottles, plastic water bottles, and a Sharpie. I used to write all the things that I wanted to infuse that water with.
Yeah.
So that's an idea as well. I'm going to ask what we need to know for the week.
It's all about that gentleman, the Oriental guy, Japanese guy. Morimoto. He did that water experiment where all those crystals, when the water was under a microscope, anything that had positive and uplifting and loving symbols drawn on the water bottle had turned into beautiful crystals.
Mr.
Emoto. Came up with beautiful crystals, looked almost like snowflakes, completely gorgeous. Whereas if they had negative hate or dark, dismal energy, they were ugly. They almost looked like something off of Contagion.
Yeah.
So
they look more like an oil spill than it did like a crystal.
Which it actually even goes into food, which I want to segue for a quick second. If you think about it, and my girlfriend tells me all the time, and when she watches the replay, Tammy, she tells me all the time that I cook amazing food. My food is always amazing. If she cooked like me, she wouldn't have to worry about going out to eat. And I tell her, it's like, because I cook with love. I cook love into my food. It's the same thing. So if you're having like a really good, energized, and you feel that way, and it's our energy directly correlates to what we do, and our energy when we write those symbols on these water bottles directly correlate to whatever you're going to do. So really think about that. And what's funny is after that phone call, I would not cook my curry. I did not cook my curry until like 6 because of that phone call. Because I had lavender oil on my temples. I was like, I'm harnessing some chi now. Just leave me be.
Yes.
So really focus on what your intention is and what you want to set with what you say.
So this is what, these are the 3 cards that I pulled, and I asked, what is it that we need to know, that everybody needs to know for the week? So the first one is the financial constraints. And I'm not seeing this as that we're having financial constraints or we're going to have. I'm seeing that it's going to be released. The door is open. It's allowing.
It literally looks to me like it's a new door opening.
Yeah, it's allowing to clean up the space, and clear out the cobwebs to invite new.
Right.
The next one here is the 4th chakra, and it's related to Archangel Raphael. Okay, so 4th chakra we know is the heart. Raphael is the healer. Okay, so it's time for this healing. It's time to let go, release, let go of your, whatever you have held in your heart that's not serving you, that's no longer good. Let it go.
I have some Raphael oil at home.
Yes, you do.
I do.
Because we have an angel kit that has
all of them in it.
7 archangels in it. So if you're curious about that too, you could go look it up on the Divine Empowerment page. And then this one is called Rest and Rejuvenation. And he's in meditation. Sit down, relax, take a nice deep breath. Things are not as difficult as they can be. Meditate tonight. Hold your crystals in your hands. Go put that water bottle, mason jar outside. Let the moonlight just infuse it. Put your crystals out for a cleansing. This is going to be a nice cleansing for them as well. It's allowing them to release whatever stuck energy may be stuck in them.
I have too many crystals. I'm going to have to open up all my blinds instead.
Yeah. I put crystals on windowsills. Hannah says, that's for me. I'll tell you about the vet bill I had today. Reminder for my emergency fund is to replenish. There you go. we got to take care of our babies, no matter how furry they are or not furry they are. So
manifesting healing for fur baby.
Absolutely. We'll put that out into the universe for her. Is it your baby kitty, right? Which is not a baby, but your baby. Remind me if it's the kitty. I saw your post and I apologize for not remembering, but I think it's the kitty.
Quick tidbit, you don't have to be in this form to meditate. You can literally just sit outside as long as you're comfortable and not really confined or pressure points or anything. You can sit in a comfortable space. You can walk. You can do whatever, which I wouldn't suggest at night, but
no, but when you are doing a walking meditation, it's her Pomeranian. It's the baby.
Aww.
Maggie. I'll get to Maggie in just a moment. If you are walking outside, walk barefoot in the grass. Feel the grass. Be aware of
ground yourself
of everything. Don't think of the thoughts that are coming into your mind. Just allow yourself to be in that present moment. And if you want to bask in the light, go ahead. If you're here by the beach and the moonlight is out at the beach, go to the beach if you want to. Yeah. Sit in that vibration and allow it to help you release. Maggie is the cutest thing. I met Maggie when right after the hurricane when Hannah allowed me over to her house to do some laundry.
Here we went dark again.
Sorry.
The sun went in.
Yep, sun went in. It's hiding. Let's see if I can do this real quick. And she is just the sweetest thing, and she chases her brother around. They chase each other around. That was our exposure. Let's get our exposure.
There we go.
There we go.
That's better.
I hope that it's changing on that side. It's changing on our side.
Yes.
So let's all have Maggie in our thoughts tonight and have her release and let go of anything that's hurting her or that, any illness that she has. Just picture a nice little cute Pomeranian and just send good vibrations her way. And of course, the light's coming down. We're going to go really, really white. But that's okay. Is there anything else we need to cover?
No.
I want to show you Vesta.
Yeah.
Vesta's beautiful. I love this picture.
It is a very down-to-earth picture, I guess is the way to put it. A homey, down-to-earth picture.
I'm trying to get the right light. So, yes. Remember, we've got her coming up, and then our next one is, today is the 20th. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be the 3rd.
There we go.
So we will see everybody on the 3rd, of course, Hannah, of course. We will see everybody on the 3rd, and that's when we're going to do our goddess talk on Vesta.
Yep.
Once again, if you have any questions, of course, feel free to email any of us or, you can Facebook message either one of us. And if there's anything specific that you'd like us to talk about, we are in planning and works to switch up the show a little bit. Mm-hmm. We don't know what we're doing exactly yet, but we are coming up with some ideas that will help boost the show in a different direction. Not changing it from Enlighten and Empower, but just empowering them maybe a little bit more and having fun with it.
A little bit more different tools for empowerment. We'll say that.
Yep. All right, guys. Have a great evening.
Yes.
Once again, happy birthday, Brack, while you're out there.
Happy birthday, Brack. Much love to Maggie the Pomeranian.
Yes, we're going to send her some nice healing energy.
And get ready for a full moon tonight.
Yeah.
And a lunar eclipse. Oh my gosh. So excited.
You know what, Hannah? Make some lunar water and put some lunar water in her bowl.
Yes, that would be good. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know Hannah's got a lot of crystals. You could put
I want to say quartz, overall general all
quartz,
purpose.
yeah, but amethyst too, maybe in the crate, under her where she sleeps.
Yeah. I would say that.
Put
it in like a sock or something. This way it's not so hard on, know, unless it's like a
if she's got a bed, you could put it like underneath. Yeah. She's like, she's okay. Yeah. Coming
crystal
up with crystal healing energy, little lunar water. She'll be good.
It works.
She'll be all right.
I told my mom today, and I told a coworker today, I need a bigger wrist, longer wrist, because I'm running out of wrist space.
Just make a vest.
No.
Macrame. You can macrame a vest.
I could, but I like the bracelets.
Macrame a sleeve.
Ooh,
See?
chainmail a corset. Now that I could do.
See?
You can tell the phone one's out. Anyway, have a beautiful night, everybody.
All right, good night,
hope
everybody.
you guys have a beautiful lunar eclipse.
Yes, enjoy it, and
Yes.
and Monica's gonna try and get some good pictures, and I'm
Yes.
sure you'll attach them.
Oh, of course I will. I'll play with them tomorrow. And we're going to go because we're turning white again.
Yes, there we go. Spirit's coming in.
Yep, telling us to hop out of here.
All right, good night, everybody.
Good night.